there, folks. This is the Man Scout Jake Manning, and welcome everybody to NEW Interactive. This is an interactive YouTube show here on the Northeast Wrestling YouTube page. If you want to conversate with me, have questions, we're doing a dialogue here, guys. So just do all that in the comment section. I'll be answering back, talking to you guys about all the things you're going to see on this program, which basically is going to cover my entire career, which I've been very lucky to have wrestled in Northeast Wrestling for over 10 years, but I've been unlucky in the sense that I have lost most of my matches in Northeast Wrestling. But I haven't lost you fans. You fans have been fantastic, and I can't thank you enough. And as you can see, I'm here in the Manning Cave, and I'm surrounded by some of the great fan art you've given me over the years. And hopefully I've given you some memories, as I've lost to just about everybody that's graced their presence in a Northeast Wrestling ring. Ricky Steamboat Jr., Boogeyman, Cedric Alexander, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Vladimir Kozlov, Colt Cabana, Warbeard Hansen, Mark Sherman, Velvet Sky, Robbie E, MJF, Wrecking Ball Legursky, Christian Casanova, Sergeant Slaughter. But one of the guys that I've lost to multiple times in multiple different states for Northeast Wrestling is Jerry the King Lawler. I even had to do battle with Jerry the King Lawler when I had none other than the hardcore legend Terry Funk in my corner. And even though I've lost to some of the brightest, the best, and a high school principal and a high school wrestling teacher a time or two, I still was not deterred in Northeast Wrestling. I still went out there and did my absolute best for you, the wrestling fans of Northeast Wrestling, in hopes of getting that long, elusive victory. But you guys were always there. You, the wrestling fans, you guys were there for me. And you were the ones that kind of turned the tide for me. It was you guys cheering for me, getting behind me, all of you getting in my corner, supporting, clapping, cheering my name, chanting, bringing signs to all the Northeast Wrestling shows. It was you the fans. And I can tell you, probably the biggest turning point for me, especially in my career in Northeast Wrestling, was the match that I had with Ryback at WrestleFest. And you guys were in my corner the entire time, and I needed every one of you that night when I took on Ryback.
Here's the opening bell. Does that bell toll for the Man Scout?
1, 2.
Power advantage. The big guy. I'll give Manning credit. He's not backing down. You almost have to love the poor sap. And he's going to take one more look at that book, desperately looking for those answers that it's very much too late for. Wait a second! 1 second away from the biggest upset in Northeast Wrestling history. Manning looking for an escape. Perhaps praying is a more applicable term. Manning goes low. Front face lock. Oh, no chance. No hope. No options. No escape. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm out of breath from counting. The big guy got bored. He's going for the pin and not enough. Manning. Again, is it bravery? Is it stupidity? Whatever it is, he's gotten himself in even more trouble.
1, 2.
Oh, hold the phone. Desperation from the Man Scout may have created a crack, a sliver of hope. Big guy right back. Hold on! The Man Scout taken to the air like his life depends on it because, well, quite frankly, it just might. Yeah! And here we go! Manning fighting for that win, fighting for that miracle. Jake Manning, the Man Scout, cross body. Now he scored with a clothesline. The Man Scout taking the big guy off of his feet. That's a miracle unto itself. Can he strike twice? Yes! Body on body! Not enough. But who would have thought the Man Scout would find himself in this position? Manning has the experience. He's just been on the losing side of all of it. But will this be his night? Oh no. Wait a second. Down low. Double arm DDT. Is it lights out?
1, 2.
Oh. So close, yet so far. Are you kidding? The Man Scout threatening to put the big guy to sleep, but 99 for Jake Manning. Meat hook clothesline. And now the big guy, once again, getting his hooks into the Man Scout. He is up. Wait a second. Oh, come on. No, 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 he's caught. Down.
1, 2, 3.
You know, Ryback was a big challenge for sure, and you guys were in my corner that night. And even though I continued to lose several more matches after that, it was your momentum, you the wrestling fans, you the wrestling fans of Northeast Wrestling, the momentum that you gave me. It was you guys that pushed me through my biggest obstacle yet. Not just Ryback, not just all the other people that I wrestled with, but no, my biggest challenge to date in Northeast Wrestling was coming in #1 at the Over the Top Rumble in 2019 and lasting all the way to the end to win my first ever match in Northeast Wrestling. And I can't thank you guys that were in attendance that night. And if you weren't, here's your opportunity to see that match right now.
And away we go. The ultimate underdog. The ultimate odds to face tonight. Is tonight the night it all goes right for the Man Scout? Oh, not a test of strength against the Man of Steel. Verna just too strong. And a monkey flip. On the move here. Jake Manning ready for the fight of his life, but he's going over. No, no, no. The Man Scout hangs on. And Verna. Oh, he didn't make it over the top. Remember, you have to go over the top rope. Both feet hit the floor, and you are eliminated. The Man Scout taking it to Verna. Who's going to be #3? But is he 100% physically? That's an answer from him that we haven't gotten quite straight just yet. Who's next? An automatic factor, especially at this stage of the game. Lord Buster by the Duke of Danger, now a 3-time technically tag team champion. Man Scout so close to scoring another elimination, but no. Christopher Daniels, the veteran, a man who has been a part of many a championship match. He wants another here in NEW, but Jake Manning, he's trying to kill that noise. Darby Allin and Bernardo going at it. The Man Scout. Can you believe he's still here? But he's going after the Duke of Danger. Who's the final number 30? Well, he's a former over-the-top Rumble winner. We have to list all the qualifications. He is the final entrant in this over-the-top Rumble. And this is your final field, ladies and gentlemen. And number 30 going right after number 1. Everyone on an even playing field. Anything is possible. Anyone can win. Who's got the guts? Who's got the heart? Who's got the way to do it? As Anthony sends Bernardo out. Watch out. That might be the highlight of Jake Manning's career. Oh no. JT Dunn. Oh! The Man Scout gets his licks in. Boy, if Jake Manning wasn't a sentimental underdog favorite before, he darn sure is now, as the Duke of Danger, teaming up with the man he has pledged an allegiance to. Man Scout going right after the King. Come on! Oh no! Oh, so close. It's JT Dunn. It's the Man Scout. It's King Brian. And the man who you have to believe will support him in this endeavor, the Duke of Danger. The Man Scout, another miracle. King Brian, he's unwittingly eliminated his right-hand man. And from behind, come on! No, 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 no! The Man Scout almost eliminated by Dunn again. Oh, this is a risky proposition. Everyone on the apron. Down to 3. Oh my! JT Dunn is done for. The dream is alive. Number 1, number 30. Go get a Man Scout. The biggest career turnaround, the biggest night, the biggest win that the Man Scout could ever hope to dream of. It's in his grasp, and what the hell? Baron Von Vito changing the game, and no, not again. Not this time. Crash of 47. The Man Scout, a broken man at the feet of King Brian. The 3-time champion on the path to another opportunity at the gold. Can he drive a stake right through the heart of the Man Scout here? We've seen it time and time again. He got all of it. Everything going the way of King Brian Anthony. Victory within his grasp, and he is savoring this moment royally. The Man Scout, limp, nearly lifeless. He has fought, he has battled since number one, since the opening bell. You can't take that away from him, but this could be the end. Wait a second, wait a second! It's a miracle! It's a miraculous moment in time after years and years and years of losing. The biggest night of his career. Hell, the biggest night, you have to believe, of this man's life. The Man Scout, Jake Manning, is your winner. Not only that, my God, he's your number one contender. The emotion, palpable.
Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Thank you for believing in me. I've been here for 10 years almost. And I've lost every single match, but I never lost faith in you guys. And you never lost faith in me. And if I was ever going to get my first win here, I'm glad it's in Waterbury, Connecticut. I can say thank you for the next hour. I really don't even get that, guys. But I thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight. Thank you to Mike Lombardi for believing in me, no matter how many times I lost the match. Thank you to all of us in the back. I mean, this moment is really sweet and it's really nice, but the way I see it, I'm just the last man standing in the ring right now.
At the end of the Over the Top Rumble, when I eliminated King Brian Anthony, little did I know that for several more months he was going to be a thorn in my side. And anytime he did something dastardly, I'd be there. And every time I was trying to achieve greatness in Northeast Wrestling, he was there to stop me, time and time again. And it just comes down to the fact that you can't write the history of Northeast Wrestling without meeting King Brian Anthony. And we're just interlocked, interwoven between the history of Northeast Wrestling. We've wrestled each other multiple times, multiple different arenas, but at the NEW arena, career versus crown, that was our biggest clash to date. Where I put my career on the line, King Brian Anthony put his crown on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event. There will be no disqualification. There will be no time limit. There must be a winner, as this match is career versus crown.
His career on the line against a man that he has never pinned and a man he has never submitted. Over the years, these two have crossed paths so many times, including back at WrestleFest in March of last year, 2019, where it looked like Jake Manning finally had that win in his hands. He had it. And then that man on the apron got involved, and it changed everything. And King Brian Anthony found himself the winner once again. Refusing to give that crown up just yet, as he is soaking all of this in, biding his time. Here we go, we are underway. Triple main event, this is the big one. You see it on our screen in the background. This show was named for this very match here, as Brian Anthony going to the floor, making Man Scout think about it just a little longer. The longtime veteran knows to pick his spots. He knows to get into the heads of his opponents, just like he is doing right here with Jake Manning, but you have to believe that Jake Manning knows that. He's been around the block with Brian Anthony so many times. He knows the head games are coming. Roman knuckle lock denied by Brian Anthony once again. And again, making Jake Manning wait, and maybe he doesn't know the games, because he was getting into a very heated exchange with referee Vinny Lax there, telling him to make sure that Brian Anthony gets in the ring and stays there. Collar and elbow tie-up, side headlock, shoulder block there from the King, as he goes to show off, but Manning right on his feet, ready and waiting. And he is sent backwards by Jake Manning. Ducks the shot there. Atomic drop, and a big one. There's another one, making it even. Ducks another shot. And there's one more, and King Brian Anthony sent straight to the floor. Manning goes right to the outside. No countouts here in this one. No disqualification. We must have a winner. No time limit either. As Manning goes up to that ramp, goes up to our stage. Gonna try the suplex. He lands it right there on that hard stage. As the Man Scout in control of this match and his career in the early goings. Brian Anthony returning some shots, but Manning right there to answer. And Manning is stalking Brian Anthony here as they are looking like they're heading out into the lobby. These two exchanging shots out there. Oh, he slams him right down, now back inside. Right hand from Manning. That was a beauty. Got all of that one there. And look at the intensity with Manning. He is all over Brian Anthony here, the former three-time NEW heavyweight champion. As not only is his career on the line, but so is his pride, his dignity, and in a lot of ways his honor as he chops Brian Anthony straight across the chest. But Anthony answering. Slams Manning face first on that apron. Hits a chop of his own. Back and forth these two go. Neither man going to relent easily. Gonna go for another shot. Caught that steel post with his hand. And that is going to have some long-term effects for the King in this one, excuse me. Scoops him up, tries the body slam, but no, Brian Anthony back in the ring, and he's right there to pounce all over Jake Manning. Another shot from Manning. And this is what I was talking about. The X factor on the outside. Baron von Vito. And Brian Anthony going right after him. Some shots, but Brian Anthony right there to greet him back. As these two refusing to stay down for too long. As Brian Anthony with a shot across the neck and the chest of Jake Manning. Main event, career versus crown, NEW Arena, Bethany, Connecticut. Paul Crockett with you here. As Brian Anthony putting that crown on the line, and look at this nerve hold here as Jake Manning's career on the line. May not look like much, but if you're put in that, he knows exactly where that nerve is and how to pinch it correctly. So that runs straight down the spine. But Manning trying to fight that off. Off the ropes. Big back body drop from Manning. There's a clothesline. Back elbow. Irish whip, reversed. Look at that combination by the Man Scout. Wait, hold on. Oh, come on. One of the Graysons out here ringside. As he is back in the King's Court, it seems. And now Man Scout being choked here. As JP Grayson escorted out. Baron von Vito taunting Jake Manning on the outside, only a 1 count. So you know that the Man Scout has a lot left here to give in our main event. King Brian Anthony doing everything he can to not only inflict some punishment onto Jake Manning, but to embarrass him on the way out the door. Something he has done to him his entire career. Just when Jake Manning thought he would have the upper hand on Brian Anthony, Brian Anthony would pull the wool over his eyes. He would always have that last second thing to get the upper hand. And it seems so far like he has it again here tonight. Goes up. Nope. Jake Manning's up. He catches him. Slams him down hard on his back. Big clothesline. There's the back elbow. Again, Irish whip reversed. But took way too long on that one as the Man Scout going up top. Big clothesline. And now a second wind. Wait, hold on. The Duke of Danger. Right hand to Jake Manning. You gotta be kidding me. Again. Brian Anthony getting the better of Jake Manning. He's gonna go for that elbow, and if he hits it, it's good night and goodbye career. Can't believe it's gonna end like this. No! Manning gets out of the elbow drop from Brian Anthony. An unbelievable effort. First, J.P. Grayson, then the Duke of Danger. Who else is left out here? And this is no disqualification. This is all on the up and up. Calling for the kick, no! He gets out of the way. And he sends him flying to the floor. Here he goes. Could it be? Trust fall. He hit the trust fall on Brian Anthony and the Duke. Could he do it? Could he finally do it and take that crown? Sends Anthony into the buckles. And again, there's two. Is he gonna go for three? Hits the third. Gonna go for the fourth. And he nailed it. 4 in a row. Manning's calling for it. He's gonna go up top. He's going to go for broke, and he's gonna go for that crown. But Anthony somehow to his feet, and just enough to keep Manning on that top rope, on that top turnbuckle. Continuing with big time shots. He's gonna go for it. Top rope jackhammer. Unbelievable. Manning got his shoulder up. Somehow, off the top rope jackhammer, knowing his career is on the line, Manning gets that shoulder up. Calling for more here. What's he calling for? He wants the book. the Scout's Manual. And what's he doing? Ugh, disgusting. Adding insult to injury there. Oh! Crumpled him with that right hand. Down to a knee. There's another one. Big shot by the King. Oh, an even bigger one by Manning. Oh. And you can hear this NEW crowd hyper-focused, but they are behind the Man Scout. Big shot. And another. The Man Scout going to work, but he got caught. Got caught on the enziguri. Nope, go behind from Manning. Backbreaker, flatliner combination. Anthony smartly rolling to the apron. Oh boy, here it comes. He's got him up. Sticks him with the pile driver. Cover! Shoulder just up at 2. Somehow up at 2, and now Manning going to the manual. Oh boy. Wait a minute, where is he going? What does he have? Is that a tent? He has a tent. Jake Manning has brought a tent. I've seen it all. What in the world does he have in mind? And Baron Von Vito stopping him before he can get there. And there goes the Baron. He didn't see Brian Anthony get out. And now King Brian going to that second rope. Oh God, no, 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 no. Trying to hook him. Now what? No, no! Brian Anthony with his left hand holds on just enough. Oh boy. He's trying to put him, I think, through that tent. But King Brian still fighting it off. But Jake Manning going to the top. Going to try to put an end to this. To get rid of the thorn in his side that is King Brian and take his crown with him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Double underhook. Puts him through that tent. No. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's taking a piece of that tent and he is choking the life out of Brian Anthony. And it is over. Jake Manning.
Here is your winner of the career crown match, the Man Scout, Jake Manning.
Well, my career is still intact in Northeast Wrestling, at least for the time being. Who knows what's going to happen in the future, especially when I get my opportunity against Dan Moff for the NEW Championship. And I'll be honest, I don't know what's going to be a tougher challenge, facing this pandemic or Dan Moff. The man's a monster. He's a beast. He's probably going to be the toughest person ever to get the NEW Championship away from in the entire history of Northeast Wrestling. But I feel up to the challenge. And I feel up to that challenge because of you, the wrestling fans of Northeast Wrestling. And hopefully, if I ever get my opportunity against Dan Moff, hopefully each one of you guys are going to be there, just like you were there for me at the Over the Top Rumble, just like you were there for me at Career vs. Crown. And hopefully I can come through for you. And, you know, I've given 100% for you guys every single time, but if I'm fortunate enough to get back in a Northeast Wrestling ring, I'm going to give you 110%. So hopefully you come out for that. You came out for this today. I can't thank you enough. But if you want to show a little bit of support, make sure you log on to my website, howdidthisgetbooked.com, where all of my merch is available. Follow me on all the social medias. If you have any more questions, and you didn't leave them in the comment section, but a few months later, if you want to, like, hey, I got a question to this, or whatever, or when are you coming back? I'm very active on social media, especially. I got all the time in the world for anybody who's a fan of Northeast Wrestling. So thank you very much for joining me today on NEW Interactive. Make sure you tune in next week.